The crazy bastards did it. They actually brought back this shooting duo from a time long gone by. So, Pocky and Rocky is probably one of the only action shooters I've ever played. Once again, one of those genres I never fell into. But man, I remember playing it. I think I was goddamn 7 or 8 years old for the Super Nintendo. And I thought it was hard as shit. And then I played it again just a few years ago, and it was still hard as shit. So, I always did like Pocky and Rocky. I very much liked the art style of the games. It was very cute, very warm, like very inviting for someone, at my age. So I'm very excited to see what this trailer looks like. I have seen a couple little screenshots, but I am very much looking forward to seeing it in action. So I'll react to it, and then I'll discuss, what we've seen and all the information released afterwards. Here we go. On fire with the remakes or the remasters. Oh, fuck yeah, this tune, man. Yeah. Looks identical. Oh, I remember that fucking boss too. Nostalgia City. And their decision to stick with the 2D, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Obviously, a lot of series need to push the boundaries of the graphics, but for a game of this type, good call staying with the lovely 2D sprite work. And I think there's a lot to be excited about with this Pocky and Rocky game because it's the same development team that did, the original games. So we're going to be in for another quality experience. It's been announced that it is going to be released for 2021 because it is called, well, tentatively speaking, Pocky and Rocky 2021 as its working title. And it has only been confirmed for the Switch so far, but I would be shocked if it didn't come to other platforms as well. And once again, for the story, we're saving the Nopino goblins again. Guys can't seem to catch a break. They're always getting brainwashed one way or another. And I always did like the little bit of story we did get with the Pocky and Rocky games. And I love how it is, steeped with, creatures from Japanese lore as well, right? Because Japanese society is just so rich culturally, especially when it comes to its, pantheon of gods and folklore and such. It's great that we get to see all the different stuff like kappas and, ogres and all that cool stuff, right? I don't think my wife's ever played a action shooter before, so I'm going to make her play this with me and just see how frustrated she gets. It's going to be a good time. And I gotta say, I love how they're sticking with the sprite work of the original games. It's a great art style, and it's gonna have a lot of people flocking to it, I think, because it has kept it. And for all these years later, this type of graphic, it doesn't really go out of style. It ages incredibly well. Super Nintendo games, by and large, they still look great and they're very pleasing to the eye. Whereas if you get to some of the later generations, with the clunky 3D graphics, they don't age quite as well. So I think it's a really good call on their part because, this game will always look good to people, in my opinion. Thanks for joining me for another Game Break, guys. Let me know what you think about this game in the comments, okay? Take it easy.